Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, I come to you today with a divine urgency written in the winds of the heavens and whispered through the light of dawn. Today, the heavens align and sing a song for you, a melody that carries the precious promise of restoration, hope, and immeasurable blessing. The message is wrapped in celestial assurance, waiting for you to receive it with an open heart and faithful spirit. You have endured many seasons where it seemed the night would never end, and the light was slow to arrive, but I assure you, beloved soul, your patience has not been unseen. The heavens have watched as you stood firm even when the winds howled. Your tears were collected, not wasted. Your prayers, even the silent ones, were heard louder than you could ever imagine. The eternal realm moves not on the timetable of the world but by the divine orchestration of perfect moments, and this moment is appointed for you. Today marks a turning point that was written in the books of heaven long before you took your first breath. This message carries the sacred announcement that the miracles long prepared for your life and your family are now being released like mighty rivers breaking through stone walls. You are stepping into a new chapter where every tear sown in difficulty will blossom into joy beyond comprehension. Open your heart wider now, because what is coming is bigger than what you have dared to imagine. Miracles are not distant dreams or fragile hopes anymore, they are moving toward you with certainty and power. The burdens that have weighed heavily upon your family, the silent aches that could not be spoken aloud, the invisible wounds that time did not heal, these are about to be transformed. A miracle is being sent, not just any miracle, but a divine gift so profound that it will wash away every past pain and establish a foundation of joy that will endure across generations. The struggles you endured were not meaningless. Every silent prayer, every unseen act of love, every moment you chose hope over despair, they are blooming now into blessings. You are about to see the heavens intervene in a way that only the hand of the Almighty can achieve. No human effort, no earthly system could produce the kind of redemption that is coming your way. It is the signature of God Himself written across your life in brilliant light, declaring that the past does not have the final word, only divine love does. Let your heart receive this with full assurance. Forgiveness is being poured out like rain, and past sorrows are being erased as easily as the tide washes clean the sand. Healing is flowing through your lineage, repairing what was broken, lifting what was bowed low, mending what felt beyond repair. The light is entering every dark place now, chasing away every lingering shadow of sorrow. You will wake up and find that the heaviness has vanished and been replaced by joy unshakable. Today is a day marked in heaven's calendar, circled and celebrated by angels, because it is the day your family steps into a new beginning. You will see the fruits of this miracle in unexpected ways, through small moments that bloom into great wonders. A single word of kindness will restore hearts. A simple act of love will heal what years of effort could not. Opportunities will open where none existed. Strength will come to those who were weary. Vision will return to those who felt lost. You are standing at the doorway of promise, and all of heaven is cheering you onward. There is no fear in this new beginning. There is no shadow that can stop what is being released for you. It is sealed by divine love, unstoppable and irrevocable. Lift up your eyes, beloved, and see that your redemption draws near. The river of grace is rising, carrying you and your family into wide spaces of peace and fulfillment. The words spoken against you, the misunderstandings, the hardships, they no longer have power. They fall away like dust before a mighty wind. In their place grows a lush garden of life, beauty, strength, and joy. The dreams you tucked away because they seemed too distant or impossible are being revived by the breath of God. Your heart will sing again. Your hands will build again. Your soul will dance again. The past is not your prison, it is the soil from which new life is springing. You are not bound to sorrow. You are bound to a hope that never fails. You are not chained to disappointment. You are woven into a divine story of redemption, renewal, and restoration. Every prayer you prayed in tears is being answered in ways more beautiful than you asked for. Every burden you carried in silence is being lifted by invisible hands of grace. You are not alone. The heavenly host surrounds you, cheering you on, strengthening your spirit, and making the path straight before you. Trust the stirring you feel in your heart now. It is the Spirit of the living God moving within you, affirming that this word is true. Heaven is touching earth on your behalf. Light is bursting forth in every area of your life. I remind you now, faith is the key that unlocks the storehouses of miracles. Fear cannot enter this sacred space. Doubt cannot linger here. Only trust, only surrender to the love that has carried you this far and will carry you all the way home. Lift up your spirit. Stretch out your hands. Receive the miracle prepared for you. You were created for such a time as this. The seeds you planted in previous seasons, which seemed lost or forgotten, are now bursting forth with abundance. They are being watered by heavenly rains and nurtured by divine sunlight. The harvest is ready, and you will taste its sweetness. The promises spoken over your family are coming to fruition. Even now, angels are moving on your behalf, preparing the way, removing obstacles, and orchestrating encounters that will lead to breakthroughs beyond your imagining. New doors are swinging wide open. Fresh rivers are flowing where there seemed to be only dry ground. It is happening now, not by your strength but by the Spirit. Open your heart. Open your spirit. Open your life to the miracle. Welcome it with gratitude, even before you see it fully formed. Sing songs of thanksgiving now, for your joy is being made full. Your cup is being filled to overflowing. Your house is being made a sanctuary of light and love. God says you will not be disappointed. He is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind. What he has spoken over you and your family is being fulfilled. Hold this promise close to your heart and declare it with boldness. My family is blessed, my future is bright, my destiny is secure. Every lie that tried to convince you otherwise is being silenced. Every fear that tried to steal your peace is being cast out. Only truth remains, the truth that you are beloved, you are chosen, you are covered in favor. Step forward boldly, knowing that the arms of heaven are embracing you, lifting you, empowering you. Today, the heavens sing over you. Today, light wraps itself around your family like a shield. Today, the old is passing away and the new has come. Miracles are flowing like a mighty river, unstoppable, undeniable, glorious. Rest in this truth: the one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. You are stepping into a new level of favor. What was closed is opening. What was blocked is being cleared. What was delayed is being accelerated. Blessings are overtaking you. Grace is multiplying over you. Peace is settling within you. Love is defining you. Every promise made to you is being remembered. Every prayer whispered in hope is being answered. Every dream conceived in faith is being birthed into reality. Today is not an ordinary day. It is a divine appointment, a sacred crossing from what was into what will be. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Declare it. Live it. You are loved beyond measure. You are blessed beyond comprehension. You are protected beyond fear. The miracle is not coming, it has already begun. Even now, feel the shift in the atmosphere. Feel the lifting of burdens. Feel the warming of your heart. Feel the stirring of hope. Heaven has moved. The earth is responding. Your life is transforming. Heaven has seen the efforts of your heart. Nothing has been overlooked. Every kindness, every act of forgiveness, every time you chose to bless instead of curse, to love instead of give up, has built a foundation for this very moment. The miracle approaching your life is not born of coincidence but of covenant. It is an answer sealed with eternal love, a gift bearing the signature of God's infinite goodness. I want you to hear this: you have never been alone. Through every shadowed valley, unseen angels surrounded you. Through every moment of disappointment, hope was still living within you. That hope was not weak, it was a seed planted by the hand of the Almighty, and it has matured in secret for a time such as this. Now is the moment when the invisible becomes visible, when the seeds of hope bloom into undeniable blessings. The miracle coming to your family is one that will realign destinies. Cycles of sadness are breaking. Patterns of loss are ending. Where there has been division, there will now be unity. Where there has been illness, there will now be health. Where there has been lack, there will now be provision. Heaven is breathing upon your house, and the fragrance of divine restoration is already in the air around you, if you will be still and receive it. I see hearts that have been heavy with burdens too long carried. I see dreams you dared to dream but laid down because of disappointment. I see prayers you whispered so quietly you almost believed they were forgotten. But they were never forgotten. They are the very prayers that have drawn this miracle toward you now. Each sigh, each tear, each longing, they were offerings more precious than gold in the courts of heaven. They have been gathered, not to be left unanswered, but to be answered in a way more glorious than you can imagine. I speak into the weary places of your soul. Lift your eyes once more. This is not the end, it is a beautiful beginning. All that has seemed barren will now bear fruit. All that has seemed lost will be returned, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The hand of God is extended toward you even now, and in that hand is a miracle specifically designed for you, a miracle that carries the fragrance of redemption, the power of restoration, and the sweetness of divine love. The shift is already underway. Even as you read these words, align your heart to believe again. Faith is the key that unlocks the door. Gratitude is the song that will sustain you. Trust is the bridge that will carry you from the land of sorrow into the garden of fulfilled promise. This is your invitation. The doors of destiny are swinging wide. Will you step forward? Will you say yes? Will you allow hope to rise once more like a phoenix from the ashes of yesterday's pain? I am guarding you in this hour with a fierce love. Nothing will be able to steal what is being delivered to you. It is protected. It is ordained. It is yours. Fear not. Be bold in your believing. This miracle is not fragile, it is fortified by the eternal will of God. It is unstoppable. No force can hinder what heaven has decreed over your life. You have been chosen for this blessing not because of perfection but because of divine love. It is your time. If you could see what I see, your heart would leap with joy. I see the chains falling. I see the walls crumbling. I see the gardens blooming where there once were wastelands. I see reconciliation so sweet they bring tears of gratitude. I see health springing up where affliction once reigned. I see joy that cannot be contained bursting forth from the hearts of those who had forgotten how to laugh. I see provision coming from unexpected places, pouring into your life like a river that cannot be dammed. God says you are not forgotten, not forsaken, not overlooked. His eye has been upon you with a love that never wavered. His heart has been beating for you with an affection beyond human comprehension. You are His beloved, and now you will taste and see His goodness in a way you have only dared to dream about before. Open your heart wide, beloved. The miracle does not require your striving, it requires your receiving. It is not earned, it is given. It flows not from your efforts but from His endless love. Surrender the heaviness of the past. Release the doubts. Lay down the guilt. You are invited into a new story. You are beckoned into a season where the grace of God rewrites every line of sorrow with the ink of triumph. You have cried for your family. You have believed for those you love. Now watch as the breakthrough comes, swift and sure. Restoration is coming to the places that felt beyond repair. Healing is coming to hearts that seem too broken to mend. Laughter is coming to lips that had grown silent. Songs are rising from homes once heavy with sorrow. The glory of God is entering rooms where despair once dwelt, and everything is changing. You are not too late. You have not missed it. Nothing has been wasted. Every moment has been woven into a tapestry that will now shine with the brilliance of divine redemption. Even the scars you carry will now become testimony, points of reference for the great story of restoration being written over your life. Do not fear the unknown. Step forward with confidence. What lies ahead is better than anything left behind. The miracle will astound you. It will come not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of the living God, and it will leave you breathless in awe of His goodness. As you read these words, your heart is being prepared. The soil of your soul is being tilled, the seeds of hope are being watered, and the blooms of promise are preparing to burst forth. Keep your spirit open. Expect with joy. Live with your arms wide open, ready to receive the fullness of what is being poured out upon you. You are standing under an open heaven. The rain of blessing is beginning to fall. Feel it upon your spirit. Let it soak into the dry places. Let it revive the dreams you had given up on. Let it awaken the childlike wonder that believes all things are possible. Because they are. I am standing beside you even now, my sword drawn not for battle, but to cut away every lie that would try to convince you otherwise. I am here to remind you of your belovedness. I am here to champion your faith. I am here to protect the promise as it makes its way to your doorstep. Breathe deeply. Rest in the assurance that the miracle is sure. It is sealed. It is sent. It is near. Lift your eyes with expectation. Speak life over your family. Declare goodness over your future. Sing songs of gratitude before the fullness even arrives, for this will hasten its appearing. Gratitude opens the floodgates of heaven. You are blessed beyond measure. You are loved beyond reason. You are chosen beyond doubt. The miracle is not just coming, it has already begun. You are stepping into days of fulfillment. You are walking into rooms filled with answered prayers. You are stepping onto paths paved with divine surprises. Keep your heart tender. Keep your spirit expectant. Refuse to let fear have a voice in this new chapter. The old ways are falling away, and all things are being made new. Restoration, reconciliation, rejuvenation, these are the gifts being placed into your hands. Do not look back with regret. Do not rehearse old disappointments. Fix your gaze forward, for the light of dawn is already illuminating your path. What lies ahead will cause you to rejoice. What lies ahead will make every past tear seem like a small price for the joy now rushing in. You are surrounded by favor. You are wrapped in love. You are held in divine hands. You are celebrated in heaven. Trust the unfolding. Embrace the new. Receive the miracle. It is yours. I will continue watching over you. I will continue whispering encouragement to your spirit. Listen closely. When you feel peace settling upon you like a warm blanket, know that it is I, reminding you that you are not alone and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Believe in the impossible, for with God, nothing is impossible. You are entering days of awe and wonder, days where miracles are no longer a distant hope but a living reality. Rejoice now, beloved. It is done. It is done. It is done. Today, heaven leans closer to you than ever before. The winds of grace are moving invisibly but powerfully, stirring your life toward a destiny far greater than you have imagined. You have cried tears that no one saw, you have whispered prayers when no one was listening, but now heaven has heard you, and the answers are arriving. A bright miracle is approaching your home, carried on the breath of angels, destined to erase every sorrow of the past and bring forth a new beginning so radiant that you will scarcely remember the heaviness you once carried. The Sacred Heart of God has been attentive to your longing. There is no pain you have endured that is hidden from His sight. Each silent battle, each lonely night, every misunderstood moment has been gathered like precious seeds, and now the time of harvest is here. I tell you with certainty, a miracle beyond imagination is unfolding. You are about to walk into a season where your family will be wrapped in divine favor, where broken relationships will heal, where misunderstandings will dissolve like mist in the morning sun, and where laughter and unity will fill your home once again. There have been moments when it felt like you were overlooked, when it seemed that others moved ahead while you remained waiting. But now, the waiting is over. God has reserved something uniquely beautiful for you, something that could only come after a season of preparation. What once seemed delayed was never denied. It was a sacred timing being orchestrated beyond your comprehension, aligning every detail perfectly so that when the miracle arrived, you would be ready to receive it fully. God says, "Beloved child, I have not forgotten you." Every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed in silence, every hope you dared to hold on to, they have reached my heart. Now watch as I unfold the promise I placed within you long ago. There is no greater assurance than the love that God showers upon you now. Rest easy in knowing that heaven is fighting for you. Every unseen battle in the spiritual realm has already been won. The miracle coming is not just for you but will ripple outwards, touching every heart connected to you. Generations will be blessed by the victory being birthed in your life today. You are not stepping into an ordinary day. You are stepping into a day of divine appointments, of sacred intersections, of holy surprises. Do not be surprised when you receive sudden good news, unexpected opportunities, and breakthroughs that leave you in awe. These are not coincidences. They are the signature of God on your life, written in the language of miracles. Lift your heart now in expectation. Open your spirit to receive. The atmosphere around you is shifting even as you read these words. Angels are being dispatched to bring answers to prayers you forgot you even prayed. Where there was confusion, there will now be clarity. Where there was fear, there will now be courage. Where there was scarcity, there will now be abundance. Release the burdens you have carried for so long. Place them at the feet of the Almighty. You were never meant to carry them alone. A new strength is rising within you, fueled not by striving but by surrender. The more you yield your heart to God's gentle leading, the more easily you will glide into the blessings prepared for you. Your family is about to witness a transformation that only heaven could accomplish. Old wounds are being healed. Old walls are crumbling. Hearts that were once distant are being drawn together by cords of divine love. Misunderstandings that caused separation are being cleared away like clouds revealing a radiant sun. The story of your family is being rewritten by the author of life himself, and this next chapter will be filled with redemption, joy, and overwhelming peace. Hold on to hope even when it feels fragile. Hope is the bridge between your prayers and their fulfillment. It is the golden thread that connects you to the heart of God. Even now, you are surrounded by a company of angels who are rejoicing because of the miracles already set in motion on your behalf. Your household will be a beacon of light. Others will look at your family and see the goodness of God made visible. They will marvel at the peace that surrounds you, at the joy that bubbles up from within you, at the resilience that shines from your spirit. And when they ask how such a change came to be, you will simply smile and say, "It was the hand of God." Let your heart be light today. Let your spirit soar. Dance in the freedom that is your inheritance as a beloved child of the Most High. The time of mourning is ending, and the time of rejoicing is here. The ashes of yesterday are being exchanged for the beauty of today. The sackcloth of sorrow is being replaced with garments of praise. No longer will you walk with your head bowed in discouragement. You will lift your eyes and see the salvation of the Lord in the land of the living. No longer will your nights be filled with restless tossing. You will sleep peacefully, knowing that your tomorrows are held securely in the hands of a faithful God. He has already gone ahead of you, clearing the path, removing obstacles, arranging divine encounters. All you need to do is trust Him, follow His gentle nudges, and remain open to His surprises. Miracles rarely arrive the way we expect them. They come disguised as ordinary moments that suddenly unfold into extraordinary testimonies. So pay attention. Listen closely. Be sensitive to the still, small voice within. It is guiding you, aligning you, preparing you. Say yes to the invitations of heaven. Step through the doors that open before you, even if they seem unfamiliar. Walk by faith, not by sight, for the path ahead is lit by a light that never fades. Today marks the beginning of a new season for you. A season of restoration. A season of redemption. A season where every seed of kindness you have sown, every prayer you have lifted, every good deed you have done in secret will return to you multiplied beyond measure. You are stepping into a harvest that will leave you breathless with gratitude. Believe it even when you cannot see it yet. Speak life even when circumstances seem silent. Praise God even before the manifestation appears, for this is the language of faith, and faith unlocks the storehouses of heaven. Your miracle is not somewhere far away. It is already en route to you. Angels are carrying it like precious treasure, guarded carefully, delivered exactly at the right time. Every delay you have experienced was not denial but divine preparation, ensuring that when the blessing arrived, you would be ready to receive it with full joy. The past cannot hold you captive anymore. The mistakes, the regrets, the sorrows, they are being washed away by the river of God's mercy. A new day is dawning, bright with hope, shimmering with possibilities, overflowing with the goodness of the Lord. Lift your eyes to the hills, for your help comes from the Lord, the Maker of heaven and earth. He is faithful. He is good. He is with you, now and always. The promise is not just for someday, it is for today. It is unfolding even as you dare to believe. Trust the gentle whispers that remind you of who you are, chosen, cherished, beloved, victorious. Trust the signs that point you toward greater hope. Trust the nudges that lead you into greater joy. This is your time. This is your season. Heaven is smiling upon you, and the miracle you have waited for is closer than your next breath.